Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And with that, I've booked a lot of cruises. That's kind of how you become the Weekend Cruiser, is you book a lot of cruises. And I am a huge fan of the travel agents and travel agent industry that help me out, and they have saved the day many times in many different ways for me personally. Now look, I know that there are a lot of people out there who don't like using a travel agent, who think that they should not do that, but that is a story for a different time, a different video. But today I'm really gonna focus in on why I love using travel agents and how they have personally saved me in many different ways. Now, when I talk about a travel agent in this video, I'm talking about, number one, not an 800 number. If you are calling an 800 number, like you might when you book directly with a cruise, you're gonna get somebody who's probably never even seen a cruise ship. Make sure that when you are looking at a travel agent, you are getting a good travel agent who's at least been on a cruise or is extremely familiar with the inner workings of going on a cruise, and somebody that you can honestly build a personal relationship with. It doesn't mean that you can't go big box. There are some big box offerings that will still have specific travel agents you can work with. I am a huge fan of the personal touch when it comes to booking cruises, and I think it makes all the difference. One of the biggest reasons people use a travel agent is so that they can save money and that they can get a group rate. What I mean by this is, if you are working directly with a travel agent, them or their alliance or consortium may have booked in a cruise or locked in a cruise rate from a month or two prior. So they locked it in thinking that they were going to be able to sell this to someone, so they went ahead and locked in a price. If cruise fares continue to go up from when they do that, you're going to be able to lock in that lower rate. And if you went directly to the cruise line, you would get that higher fare. The second reason why most people use a travel agent to save them money is because they're oftentimes going to give you some form of onboard credit, especially if you're booking a really expensive cabin. They may give you some money to spend on board to say thank you. They may give you dinner. They may give you wine, whatever have you. They might give you some kind of a nice perk just to say thank you when you go on board. If you go directly with the cruise line, you're not going to be getting that. The third way that they've really saved me money is they make it very easy to do a price adjustment or a price change. So I watch the fares for my cruise. And so when I see that going down, I'll reach out, I'll just send a quick email and say, hey, this reservation number, the price has changed. Can I lock in the lower rate? And they do it for me. It is a much easier process to go through them by sending a quick email than having to go directly to the cruise line. Now look, you're not gonna be able to take advantage of these every single time you book a cruise. There may not be a group rate for you, you might not get any onboard credit, and the price may just never go down. But using a travel agent will also, I think, still be worth it because they will save you time. And what I mean by this is they have saved me hours, untold hours of sitting on the phone with an 800 number talking to one of those cruise line agents who have never been on a cruise before and don't really have good training. This is not, by the way, the agent's fault. They simply have not been trained to perform the job that they need to. When I used to call in back in the day to book a simple cruise, and you all know that I called in with the day, when I was sailing, what ship, how much it was going to be, I knew all my information. It would literally take 45 minutes to an hour to book every single cruise. And unfortunately, then I would find out that they probably did something wrong and I'd have to call back in and start that cycle all over again. So using a travel agent will spare you from having to call into these 800 numbers to work directly with the cruise line, because they've already got the relationship to help you out and make sure that it is done right the first time. Another way that a travel agent saves me money, especially one that I have a personal relationship with, I think that's really key to this, is I can do a lot of stuff via email or via text. So with my travel agent, I can send just a quick email with 2 sentences that says, please book me on this cruise, giving him the date, the ship, and he will book that for me. And so that is a wonderful feature of being able to just send a quick note and say, hey, book this. It also works the same way when I need something changed. Most of the time, if I book a cruise, I am gonna make it to that cruise. Come whatever may, I'm gonna make it there. But sometimes things come up. I can send just a quick email on what I need to have fixed, and I trust that it will be taken care of and it's gonna be fixed by my travel agent. Another thing that my travel agent does that really helps saves me is they will save me from myself. Now, as much as I love booking cruises and sending him those emails, I get my information wrong all the time. I can't even tell you how many times I have sent over just absolutely wrong information, whether it's the wrong ship, I'm choosing the wrong category, he's finding one that is a better, room for like $20. Or, my biggest one is I'll just send over the wrong day. I'll say, hey, book me on the May 11th cruise. And there's no cruise on May 11th. And they have saved me many, many times. If I was booking my own cruises, I would be booking them incorrectly all the time. And so they really help out to make sure that I am booking them correctly. On a lesser note, the travel agent is also going to save me from myself and ensuring that my documents have not expired and they are not coming up on being expired. If you have never cruised before, and I see your questions in the comment section all the time on what do you need to cruise, you need a travel agent who specializes in this and can make sure you are getting the right documents for yourself. The other thing that I would say that they help me with, and this one is actually something that keeps me up at night. I can't tell you this and showing up at the wrong port, going to Fort Lauderdale when I should have been in Miami, keep me up at night. But it's missing a cruise payment. And so by using a travel agent, I know that if I am coming up on that deadline, I have not responded to their emails, they are calling me, they are texting me, they know that I will make that payment. I just, for some reason, have not done it. And they are giving me every opportunity to lock in that cruise and ensure that I don't lose out because I simply missed a payment. This one is actually a pretty big one, and I don't think most people think of this one too much, but a travel agent can save your cruise experience. They've saved mine many times. The travel agent that I use has onboard ship connections. They know people in corporate, in the group space, in the travel agent industry or space. And if there is something that has gone wrong, there's something that's gone bump in the night, I'm immediately texting them, calling them, and they are able to get with the people that know how to make the situation correct. He's going to know the places he needs to maneuver, what he needs to do. But if the normal channels don't work, I know that it can be escalated and that we can get it resolved with a good and positive experience. And the last one is they saved me from the group cruise. I love a group cruise. I love meeting you all, but there is no way that I think I could actually coordinate that by myself. It is like herding cats. They are fantastic. So if you're thinking about doing a family reunion, a birthday celebration, wedding, quinceañera, bar mitzvah, whatever it may be, on a cruise ship, use a travel agent and they will coordinate everything for you. Make sure everybody has dinner together, do phone calls, reach out, go over options with people on how they can book. Travel agents are invaluable if you are going with a larger group than just, one family. Even if you have 3 families going and you don't feel like a group per se, use a travel agent because I promise you they will make your life so much easier. And for me in the group cruise, I can focus on being with you all on the group cruise, making sure that that is a fantastic experience and just enjoying the cruise, not worrying about all the logistics that's going to come on the back end. All right, everybody. So that is why I love working with a travel agent because they have saved me countless times. I cannot tell you how many times they have saved me and made sure that I was booking cruises correctly. You would think after the number of cruises that I've done, I would be able to get it right, but I still mess up all the time, and I'm so thankful for travel agents and for my travel agent who helps me out. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.